both now members of the PDC. Gary with less to do, but Mark still has matters in his hands if he can produce a big win in Group B. To call it for us, Alan Warriner and John Rowling.
Extremely similar to the last match. Anderson's already got the big leg lead and he's through, but Webster can still deny Wayne Jones. If he can win by 5-1, there he is. He'd definitely go through. He had that defeat against Jones, but he did manage to beat Hilton. And if he were to win 5-1, that would be good enough for him. Gary Anderson, though, is a redoubtable competitor and has looked in form here, 39 years old, and those back problems that he was going through, they seem to have been put into the past. Lost in the last 16 against Scott Waits last year, but good wins here. 5-0 against Mark Hilton and 5-2 against Wayne Jones, already with that 8-leg advantage. And there's Wayne Jones watching a little bit anxiously and just wanting to know exactly what's going to happen. And I suppose just keeping his fingers crossed that Mark Webster doesn't hit the heights.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. Do you watch, or do you hide yourself in a corner? I suppose if he watches the first few legs and Anderson has done the business, he'll be happy. If Webster can be 2-1 up or 3-1 up, he'll start feeling a little bit anxious.
Well, that start will steady the pints of lager for Wayne, won't it?
59.
He's come in throwing beautifully, Anderson. That's a great start.
Well, 2 good wins, as you said, but he wants to keep the momentum going, so he certainly won't hold back, and he's certainly not showing any signs.
Made his way to 10th in the PDC Order of Merit. A few people thought that Gary Anderson might have been the man. As Webster just misses out on that 180 attempt, he might have been the man to really threaten Phil Taylor's position of predominance at the head of this sport. Hasn't quite worked, but still time, only 39.
Well, crept himself up to world number 10 at the moment, so he's getting there slowly. Got to his first final, the UK Open final recently. So he's certainly got the capability, and as we know, the ideal World Arts trophy.
So 130 required then for the opening leg. Treble 20 would leave him the bullseye if he wants it, but he might just take time. Looks as though he's going for it. No, he didn't.
94.
Lovely last shot, though, didn't it? Put him on the double 18.
Yeah, the double.
99.
So double 18 for Gary Anderson for the first leg. Somewhere in the Players' Lounge, Wayne Jones will be saying, 18. Get in, and it was just the wrong side of the wire.
Oh, there he is, the old pouty lip, because he missed. Now then, double 15 for 110 80. On the wire.
How close can you get?
And how close?
It is nail-biting stuff. Gary Anderson wanted now 144. Tension. Real tension.
Double trouble for Anderson, but not for Webster. Takes the first one against the throw.
Second leg, Mark to throw first. Game on.
Just the start that Mark Webster wanted. Now looking to build on it. The 2008 Lakeside champion.
140.
Keeps the group boiling at powder keg.
55.
Good stuff again from Webster. He started as he'd wish. Anderson, after coming to the board in that opening leg, throwing the 140.
45.
Finding the trebles elusive.
Well, he left double 18 after 12, didn't he? Had 6 darts on it, and Webster pinched it. That's the only way to call it.
Left himself on 165, Webster.
60.
Bogey number, no checkout.
Oh, great second dart there. May go for ball, treble 15 options here.
95.
Only 180 for Anderson will leave a finish. Another 2 of those. Well, there's one. And there's the other.
180.
His 5th maximum of the tournament. 20 tops for Webster. This for 2-0. Oh, good darts.
To the second leg, Mark Webster.
Well, the Prince Noel, yeah, Wayne's thinking about it now. Can't blame him for that, but Webster stole the first one. Deserved the second.
60.
Anderson's already qualified here.
81.
Webster has to win 5-1. 5-2, and it would be the shootout.
Yeah, we've already had
60.
2 of those in previous years, both involving Andy Hamilton, who's not here this year.
$100.
A little bit tense out there, John.
It is, isn't it?
Feel it in the atmosphere.
140.
Certainly feel it in the players' room, I'm sure.
That was unfortunate. Could easily have been more.
He's keeping himself there. Anderson's such a good power scorer. There's 2 in. And there's a 3rd. It's his second 180.
And his 6th of the tournament.
He's yet to get a leg on the board. Trebles for show and doubles for dough, as Bobby George says.
But a great opportunity now for Anderson to open his account. 25 would be double 18. Double 18 now for his first leg. It's 2-1. Come on, he says, I'm in the game.
Almost got a smile there from Jonah. Still some anxiety there. Let's see what happens. Last leg before the break. Webster throwing first. If he can go ahead 3-1, all to play for in the second half of this match.
96.
Good last starts.
$140.
Not one of those demonstrative figures, is he, Mark Webster?
He said demonstrative figure there, just as Wayne Jones came in caption.
135.
He can be very demonstrative, and I'm sure will be if he gets his way through into the knockout phase.
Can't do anything about it now, he's got to sit and watch. He's won 2 games out of the 3,
100.
so he's done his bit. He's Cole Stompy. And also watching, captivating everybody in the players' room, audience.
A few cheers from the crowd. Co very, very popular on the tour.
60. Mark, you record 121.
So for 3-1, 121. Treble 17 would leave bullseye, but he'll get another opportunity because Anderson's back on 210.
57.
He's only left 64, so he may only get 1 dart at the double. So an outside chance here for Anderson. 140 would leave 70.
140.
Brilliant darts.
Mark, you record
Now Webster
64.
for 3-1, wanting this 64. Tops now for 3-1.
44.
That could be very costly. Anderson doesn't look in the mood to let him escape the net.
Well, he's only going to get 1 dart at the double. He's having to move over the hockey.
30.
Not in.
Well,
Mark, you require 20.
double 10 then for Webster for 3-1. Well, missed by a way. Now, if that is not nerves, I don't know what is. He knows exactly what's at stake.
40.
Well, all these faces, like what in spitting image, all these faces wondering what's going to happen. Oh,
Well.
Mark, you require 10.
Webster's on double 5 for 3-1. Tough double. Straight in. 3-1. He can still do it. Webster leads Anderson 3-1 at the break. And a little bit of a disconsolate shake of the head from Wayne Jones. And you can understand that. 3-1 at the break. The Welshman Mark Webster led 3-1 at the break. 5-1 would take him through into the knockout phase and deny Wayne Jones, the local hero, a place in the second round. Gary Anderson, if he gets one more leg, he's got the darts here, gets one more leg, and if it were to be 5-2, we'd have a 9-dart shootout at the end of play tonight. If Anderson were to win 2 legs, then it would be Wayne Jones who goes through. 2 more legs, I should say.
136.
Good start from Webster. Anderson has just lost the line. Start to be 41. 3 first in this leg, so if Webster can nip in here, he will be throwing to get himself into the second round.
Big leg this
92.
one for Mark Webster. He wins this one. He is sitting pretty. Wayne Jones can do no more than watch.
No, he can't. It's not in his hands. Oh, coming down for the 19s with the last one because of the angle. Well, 177.
Great last dart.
Right in the solar plexus there for Jones.
96 then required for Webster to make it 4-1. Treble 20, he's got it. Double 18 now. 9s, big dart this. Oh yes! Oh yes! Mark Webster, 4-1.
6th leg mark to throw first.
And now with the darts, Alan.
Yeah, like I said, he's going to do it, isn't he? It looks like he's definitely going to do it. Plenty of room there. Oh, just to the left. Anderson has to show the form he did in the first 2 games of the group. Webster, well, this will be a turnout for the books. Jonas certainly never expected it.
He is throwing well now. 2 in again.
140.
Peppering that treble 20.
Well, he settled the other day, didn't he? And the crowd got to him at Wolverhampton. And he could be paying them back here by knocking the favourite out.
Not the most demonstrative, not the most self-confident, but he's throwing beautifully. Back-to-back 140s.
Well, he took 96 out in the previous leg. Well, Jonah is ordering the taxi.
For the match then, for Mark Webster. And for a place in the next round, 96. 16 would leave him tops.
56.
No, it's nothing Anderson, Jones, or anybody can do. All he can do now, well, he may not even leave a finish. Well, there's left to finish for Mark Webster for the match.
Tops then, 40 required. 10s comes across. Big dart.
30.
And found wanting.
Well, he's now feeling the pressure. Well, treble 13 for the double 16, or treble 17 for double 10. Well, he's missed the treble 17,
91.
so Webster will again come back to the board.
He's had this double 5 once. 2 more darts for the match. Now this is absolute pressure, and he buckles once more.
Well, what can Jonah do? He can't believe it. Webster can't believe it. Anderson now to really hurt Webster.
Good dart. Good dart.
Gary Anderson.
Been 1 or 2 talks about collusion in other sports recently, but Anderson showing the mettle there to get the double, which keeps that man's hopes alive.
Well, is he at least in a playoff? If Anderson wins this, he's
140.
through. But I'm sure Wayne won't count his chickens yet. Mark Webster, well, 6 darts at the double to get him into the second round.
51.
There you are. That tells a story. Feeling the pain.
He couldn't believe it, could he, when he missed that double? He could not believe it, and it was pressure, absolutely 100%. And when it came to at that moment, he couldn't handle it.
And that's the bottom line. It wasn't really that close.
It can be a very, very harsh world up there under the spotlight on in a darts arena. And Mark Webster had a great chance. He's played really well in this
84.
match. But Anderson now closing in for a leg, which would mean that Wayne Jones would qualify for the next round.
Wow, and here's another one. He's left
140.
170, so he's got an outside chance.
137.
Anderson 137 to get another leg back and put Webster out.
100. Mark, you require 170.
Well, this is the perfect checkout if he can get it. It's not to be, so Anderson will come back wanting 37, and that would put Webster out if he gets it, and would put Wayne Jones through.
Well, he's missed the big five. He's missed the big five. 9 for double eight. Double eight, only one dart. He's been missing the double, but not this time. Well, that puts Wayne Jones into the second round, and Mark Webster cannot believe it. Mark Webster had 6 darts at the double and has blown it, and you can see the look in his face.
He's almost in tears, Alan, rather. Mark Webster cannot believe that he has blown a golden opportunity.
Well, Wayne Jones is getting the... well, it's nobody else's fault apart from his own. He's the one that's missed. He looks so dejected.
I think in sport, when you fail, that's when it hurts the most, when you know that you had it won.
I remember in the World Championships as well.
100.
And the Grand Slam, when he had 1 dart at double top last year, I think it was, to get through against Tony O'Shea.
Wayne Jones and his daughter. And he knows that he will be continuing in this competition now.
Well, he'll keep the locals happy. He won't be wanting to go to Wales for a while.
40.
Gary Anderson, meantime, if he can win this leg, would keep alive the chance of making it 3 wins out of 3. Already beaten Mark Helton, beaten Wayne Jones 5-2. Pressure off, and Webster's finding the big scores again now.
Yeah, Mark Webster looks like he's dropped a tenner and found a pound.
Webster's averaged nearly 99, Anderson's averaged 89. Now with 81, he can win the match, double 12, but it won't be enough. This for a 12-darter.
69.
Not this time.
I don't think he's bothered, is he? He just wants to get off the stage. Oh, Anderson already had 2 on 80s. Another one would leave. 84.
108.
3rd of the match, 7th of the tournament. Double 6 required for 5-3. Well, he's won the match 5-3, but it's a hollow victory and he knows it. Anderson wins the group, Wayne Jones goes through with him, and Mark Webster, despite that victory, you can just see what it means to him. He is a very upset young man, and he's lost 5-3.